Better? Okay, good. Good evening. Technical difficulties in the studio tonight. That means we're doing something good. That means we're doing something good. How are you today? Come on in. I added some things and now I can't really see the screen. She says better. Good. Yes. Come on in. Come. Hmm. How about you want to help me? You take this and move it over here. Then I can see them and then I can feel better. Yeah, you see where the legs are? Good. It's not connected to anything, so you're good. My power has gone out 3 times since 8 p.m. This is why we're a little more late than usual. Not connected. No, it's this. Yeah, that's connected. You're gonna watch that. I know. Good. We're moving good here. Jesus. Yeah. Trying to be careful. You really did it. We're coming. Give us a minute. Bear with us. Go ahead. Just go. Just look at. Good job. We'll edit all that out. Don't even worry about it. Okay, I just need it closer because I have to be able to read it and turn it. All right. We're getting there. Took our power out, but you can't stop this from happening. I'm getting there. All right, a little bit better. Let's see. Okay. That camera is so wide, man. She just does not play around. Excuse me, Taylor. Okay. Coming, Ed. We're coming. Good evening. Welcome to Soul Detox, night number 9. Is the mic on? No. Yeah. She'll work on that while we keep talking, but you might have to put some batteries in the backside. Maybe that's what happened this time. All right, we'll start over again. Welcome to Soul Detox 2026. This is night number 9. We're working on focus. We're getting rid of the little things in our life that have been stealing our attention, taking our time, and throwing us completely away from destiny. So welcome. I am your host, Apostle Dr. Suzanne M. Howard, and I am honored to have the privilege to be here with you tonight and every night for the past 10 Januaries. You got the praise now, F? 10 Januaries I've been in here with y'all. How sweet of you. I have a question. How many 10-year-olds do I have in here for Soul Detox? How many 10-year-olds? How many has been with me on all 10? Come on, put that 10 up there. Look, Ebony. Cheers to y'all with that water. 10. Come on, I see the 10s right here. I see the 10s. If you can't hear me, you got to log out and log back in. Go ahead. Come on. 10s. Mike, Anna, Pastor D, Cola, Manuel, Elitza. Come on. Mike Rose. I see you. It's going fast, but I see you. Leah Shaw. Ebony. Come on. Tasha Ross. Come on. Let me see it now. Can it reach here? Okay. Put it on the side. Touch the side. It's a little button. It ain't that easy. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Come on, Patricia Wilson, Maria Rodriguez. Come on, Gwen Douglas. Yes, you're getting there. Am I back? Okay. I had to unplug the extra mic that gives us that better sound. So we're going to fight for 10. We're going to fight for 10. I'm in here no matter. If I got to send Braille statements across the screen, we're going to make it happen because I don't fall out. Yes, I got knocked down, but I don't get defeated. Come on, 10, 10, 10, 10. Welcome in. How are you? I've been getting some more messages telling me how heavy this season has been. I am proud to hear that it is challenging. I don't want to be here and do work that's not challenging. So I'm glad to hear that. But it really just it just seems like this year is having more of an impact than I am aware of. So thank y'all for sharing everything. I want to read a few testimonies tonight before we get started. I had a power outage, so a lot of things got disconnected and they're trying to come back up. Some things are not coming back up all the way. It took a while for my Ethernet to come on, so this is why we're behind tonight and having technical difficulty. All righty, so let's see. Testimony. I want to be real with you. Currently cleaning my kitchen and throwing away old dishes and such. I've neglected cleaning my kitchen for months because it brings up shame. Awesome, awesome awareness. She probably didn't even have this before January. This has stopped me from even cooking. I've been buying pre-made meals. Almost everything in my kitchen has an emotional attachment to something or something from my past, an emotional attachment. Some things have been given to me by people that I was close to. I feel such a release as I clean my kitchen. So real things are breaking in me right now. I'm ready to continue this process. Congratulations and thank you for sharing that testimony with me. I have another one that says, let's see where I want to pick it up from. I have a copy of the book now, so I'm going to catch up and so I can keep up what's going on online. Transparency moment. The live the other night pissed me off so bad. At first, I tried ignoring the feed to focus when you started describing the character of a person with the issue. I first noticed the shame and feeling of guilt. I felt like what was being said was reinforced by your words. I realized that I am not over anything. I was so angry with myself, but I'm starting to have compassion for myself. This month, I am going to invest in me. Don't give up on me. Come on, that's a big one. That's a big one. Can we show some support for the people that are sending in these testimonies? They are working it. This is the program at work. This is the program at work. That's why it's working. I have another one here. All the puzzles, all the pieces are coming together in my mind, starting from last year's trauma detox to the prior one on self-awareness. I worked in the summer all the way up to now, and everything is adding up. I used to look at my past with shame, with the way I let people treat me. But it's not their fault. It was my own mind self-sabotaging me and being on self-preservation, I guess. I guess that would make me freeze in certain situations where I would even look dumb or immature. But no, I thank God for those moments because now I have empathy and understanding. And I thank God for you. Thank you for your obedience every year to do this. You have no idea how much this is helping me. Come on. Woo, woo, woo. They're sending them in. There was a young man that sent me one and two. I don't think I have his here in front of me. And he just said, thank you so much. You are making so much sense in my life that I'm starting to understand things. And understanding one main thing is that I don't have to stay like this forever, that I do have the power to change. So that's awesome. I want to give a quick shout out on this really quick. I know time is of the essence because we had the power outage. But I had sent out a notification, an advertisement, I believe it was back in maybe September, that we were starting our own magazine. I used to have a magazine, and I had sent out an advertisement that we're starting it again. It will be quarterly. Every 3 months, you'll get a magazine, and it will have in it fashion, recipes, what is it? Interviews with some local people, some people that are not local. It would have different advertisements. If you have a business you want to advertise, we have recipes, we have workouts, we will have editorials in there. And embarrassed to say that I didn't make my own deadline, but I'm excited to say that I'm more than 75% done with this quarter's completion. And for those that subscribe, like Pastor Dolores Davis, thank you for your patience and your trust and your confidence in me. You will be the first one to get yours. And then it was, I forget what it is, but what you pay for the year. And I hope that everyone gets involved in that. It's going to have a lot of information to keep us working from here. And it looks really good. It's coming out really nice. And I'm proud of this work. It is a personal growth magazine. Some of y'all will be interviewed in it by how things have changed in your life. You can also inquire on the website about advertising in the magazine and help us spread the word about it. Once we get that first edition out, y'all will know about it if you're subscribed in the website. Okay? All right. Thank you for all those that are seeding. Thank you so much for those that are sending in seeds. I see Carol already sent hers in. Thank you, Carol Israel. I appreciate your continued faithfulness. Thank you, Prophet Thomasina Artist. Thank you, Cam Jackson. Thank y'all so much. Pastor Lydia Ford, she said chapter 6. Wow. So yeah, we're easing on down the road. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. I'm excited to be here. We're starting chapter 7 on tonight, and I believe we're going to meet after this live, and we're going to have a members only session. And is it just going to be on YouTube, Ev? Is that the best way for them to connect? So if you go to YouTube and you are already a subscribed member, you will see that video automatically. So that's the deal. If you go back to YouTube and you are already a member and subscribed as a member on YouTube, you will be able to see it. For anyone else, they'll probably just see that there's a picture up there about members only, but you will not be able to enter it. And I want you to ask your questions. I want you to be prepared to share your short testimonies. They have to be short. This can't be your hour of glory. We have to make sure that people are able to keep the attention span. And everyone is not as excited about your deliverance and your healing and your story. As long as you are, that is all that counts, right? A lot of orders came in today. The pickups in Hartford will be there on tomorrow. Everyone has been notified. If you're not sure if yours is in, go ahead and check your email. Everyone gets a pickup notification and a confirmation email. Those who ordered from the new company that I'm with, your orders are not in yet. They're in the process still, and I will be checking them and hopefully verifying them online before they're sent out to you. Tonight's t-shirt, you want to see it? I actually have a sweatshirt on tonight, a nice sweatshirt. Ev's going to put it up on the screen. You see the heart? Breathe, right? Does it have the ED on it? Is that what it says with the ED? Breathe. It's really, really nice in person. And you can see a heart in it, like over all the stuff, the heart is still beating underneath. Ebony, take me out the way so we can see a little bigger. Can you do that? You did it the first time, and then you added me. There it goes. Now you can see the heart. It's really nice in person. It comes in just about every color available. The writing on the actual breathe does not change, but you can get the sweatshirt in any color. I do want to remind you that everything that you see me wear or that is online, just because it's displayed that way doesn't mean that's the way you have to get it. If you see a design, a logo that you like, you can get it in a short sleeve t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt, a sweatshirt, a hoodie, or not so much of a hoodie, but they have that special neck on them. The caps, I got 2 orders for the caps today. People are sending in how they want it designed, the color and the embroidery stitching. So we can do all that. Every order at this point looks like it will be in still this month. But remember, it's a new company and they're processing credit checks and all that. Things are going on. And in the meantime, I'm talking to them every day. So I want to make sure everyone has everything. this month, but I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here, and hopefully we're going to meet up for a powerful lunch, dinner, or a one-night show by the end of these wonderful 30 days. So thank you for your patience and for being with me. And let's talk about a topic tonight that is, believe it or not, a hard topic to talk about. Boundaries. Boundaries. More specifically, focus boundaries. My. Focus boundaries. Thank you, Pastor D, and thank you, Maria Rodriguez. Let's turn to our book. I already said what chapter we're starting at. And let's do a check-in here on the details. I'm going to read. I don't want it to sound boring, but you have your book, and I'm going to start from there. Protecting what matters most. I wonder what that is. Your attention is your most valuable resource, and the world will take it if you don't guard it. Anybody a witness to that? Your attention is your most valuable resource, and if you don't guard it, the world will take it. We see it every day. Literally on here, we are fighting to not scan on our phones. Some of the most foolish, ridiculous stuff we spend our time on when we could be taking time to reading a book or listening to a short audible book, increasing a second language. I think today I decided I'm going to take a second language. There's so much more that we could be doing and utilizing our brain for, and we're just scanning and laughing. And there's nothing wrong with having that little outlet. But when we know that there is a problem, that we have to have digital detoxes, this is a big deal. Focus is not only about what you give your attention to. Thank you, Elisa, for the first super sticker on tonight. $19.99. Bless the Lord. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Listen now, I want to read this statement. Focus is not only about what you give your attention to, it is equally about what you refuse to give your attention to. That's very different, right? Your greatest breakthroughs won't come from doing more. They will come from protecting what you already carry. The enemy of your next level, I hear a preaching that right there. Prophesy. The enemy of your next level is not distraction itself, it's access. It's access. Are y'all highlighting? Too many people, too many notifications, too many demands, too many expectations, too many open doors, too many open tabs, all pulling at your time, your energy, and your identity. Too many. Somebody say in the chat, too many. Too many pulling at your time, your attention, and stealing everything from you that God had intended for you to actually accomplish in this life. Too many. Come on, type it in there for me. That's right, Pastor D. Come on, Kareem. Too many. You got water? Let's sip. Woo, that's good. Delicious. Tastes like a nice ice cold Pepsi on a crushed ice filled to the top. Man, that's delicious. My granddaughter's booing me. She's saying, I'm phony. You the phony, Grandma? All right, come lock this for me now. I'm messing with stuff. My attention is going off. Maybe I can do it. It looks like I'm looking down, but there we go. All right, there you go. I got pressed out, shaking together, running over. Blessing, come on. Too many notifications. You have been reachable, but not respected. Everybody, come on. You got 99 cents. Sow a seed on that right there. You know you've been reachable. Everybody's been able to find you or get you. People have the nerve now to say, I text you. Yeah, I know. And I'm going to get to you when I can. Or I called you and I didn't leave you a voice message. I knew you saw the missed call. Like, wow, this is intrusive. These extra ways to communicate with us outside of an old-fashioned telephone house to house, people have become so entitled to your time. The expectations. Come on, Ebony. That's a big one right there. You have been reachable but not respected. My. Come on. What's today? Saturday night? Yes, come on. We got to sow tonight. We have to sow tonight. Come on, 99 cents. Start with 99 cents. Sow a seed on that. I have been so reachable by everybody, but I have not been respected by everyone. You've been available, but not protected. Needed, but not nourished. And every unchecked access point is a leak in your mental strength. Got to do better this year. Come on, Mike Rose. Thank you. We've got to do better this year. Available, but not protected. Thank you, Kamisha. Needed, but not nourished. And every unchecked access point is a leak in our mental strength. Thank you, Audrey Holly. Thank you, Dolores Davis. I see y'all giving. Yeah, that's a wow, Anna. Absolutely a wow. That is big. Thank you, Ari. Good, Ebony. I can see it on the screen. I like it, everything. Thank you. Good job. Because you know why? You know why? Because focus needs fences. Focus needs walls. Focus needs boundaries. Focus cannot survive in life without boundaries. Thank you. Thank you, Camille. Thank you so much. And you've been with us for a little while now. Thank you, Nanita. Thank you very much. Focus needs fences. Focus cannot survive in a life without boundaries. Thank you, Anna. Your attention is a finite resource, and not everyone deserves a portion of it. Thank you. Is that Diana? Okay, good. Thank you. I see it on the screen now. Thank you, Kareem. It's 99 cents. It's a big deal. You don't even worry about it. Bless the Lord. Not everyone deserves a portion of it. Thank you, Tasha Ross. Say this aloud in your space where you are right now. My focus is sacred. Thank you, Jewel. Lady Jewel, thank you. My focus is sacred. My attention is limited. Thank you, Candy Oats. Not everyone gets access to the mind God is building. Thank you, Daniel Woodard. My focus is sacred. My attention is limited. Not everyone gets access to the mind God is building. Boundaries are not a rejection of others. People will feel rejected. Thank you again, Elisa. People will accuse you of rejecting them. You treat me like I'm disposable. You act like I don't matter. That's not what it is. Not a rejection of other. What boundaries is the commitment to purpose. Thank you, Lasonia. Thank you. It's a commitment to purpose. If you had had boundaries a long time ago, you would have more time for the things that we spend time on now, because you would have built so much further. And you would have had the right tools, the right resources. You would have had the right energy, the motivation. You're not late. Remember we talked about that last night? I'm learning. So let's go into this a little deep tonight. Let's talk for a minute. The 3 levels of access to your mind. I love this. I've taught this in the Apostles' House for years. I worded it differently in my sermons, but I really want you to understand this. I would usually teach it with, there's the front row seat and your life is on stage. Who gets the front row? Who are those that get the orchestra section? And who are those that get the mezzanine, the balcony? That's how I teach it in the Apostles' House. But let's go this way tonight. The 3 levels of access to your mind. Not every person, not every task or thought deserves equal access. Now, I'm going to give an asterisk there, but before I go in and address the asterisk, I want you to actually repeat this statement with me tonight. Not every person, not every task or thought deserves equal access. Good job. You must categorize them. Oh my God. You're telling me that I have to put the people in my life that I love so much into categories? You better. And if you have not done so yet, you will probably figure out after tonight that you were right when you thought about doing this a long time ago. You absolutely will. Now, let me tell you, if you have any, don't want to use the word enemies. If you have any people, if you have any immature people around you that don't understand this, they might call you phony. They might call you a hypocrite. Because oftentimes, and I'm speaking to believers specifically right now for a moment, they will be like, oh, you're one way in church than you are at home. Well, I hope so. My family don't want the pastor. It doesn't mean I'm full of sin. It doesn't mean I'm drunk and wayward and I'm a lust and must and just, messy all over the place. It doesn't mean that. But it means I have my life in categories. My church gets this much of my life. My home gets this much of my life. My career gets this much of my life. Everybody doesn't get the front row seat. Let me give an example. My grocery out might be weird, but it really hit me when Peyton said this to me. She said, I want to go see Hamilton and I want to sit in the section where they can spit on you. That means she wants the seat so close to the front that there's one particular guy, if you watch Hamilton's video, he's spitting while he's doing his lines. And everybody's bragging how nasty it is, but everybody wants those seats where he spits. Are y'all with me? Can you keep up to what I'm saying here? Well, guess what? Everybody can't be that close to you. That place is preserved for just maybe 3 people. How many did Jesus have? There's like 3 people. Maybe you have a little larger family, but I'm telling you, be mighty, mighty careful with that. And it doesn't mean you're phony, and it doesn't mean you're a hypocrite. It means that you have realized that you have the inner court, the outer courts, and the holy of holies. You have the 3 levels of connection to me: emotional connection, personal connection. The church congregation should not have access to a level of me that they haven't been given granted access to. I'm going to say it that way. I'm really, really trying to use the right words on tonight. And immature people around you may make statements like you ain't real or you phony. Don't buy into the hype, especially if you are a leader. That's right, Pastor Lydia. If you are a leader, if you are a business person, if you are in any type of public service, if you are on the PTA at your child's school, your grandchild's school, the PTA shouldn't get a familiar version of you that your home gets. Now, it doesn't mean you're fake. You're not changing masks. If you're changing masks, then you're dealing with something differently. It's an identity issue. If your voice has to change when you're around different people and not, when you slow down to try to speak professionally, that's not what I'm talking about. But when you have these different voice changes, that's an identity issue. But when you make it clear that I laugh with you, I joke with you, but don't cross this boundary. Don't cross this fence. And let me explain this to you. Not only is it to protect you, but it is also to protect the people that are on the other side of the fence. Because not everyone is mature, developed. Not everyone who is around you is for your best intentions. Some are there for the ride. And you'll begin to see when the hope is deferred of what they thought something would be, they'll start making changes in their life. And sometimes the changes in their life won't include you because they were there for the ride and now the ride has ended, or they're bored with it, or it's not what they thought it would be. And now they're moving on and you've given them front row seats. You got to be picky about who sits in the row that you spit on. Ooh, yes, Ebony. She's shaking her head with that pretty red lipstick tonight. My. Come on, y'all. I think that's another 99 cents. I think that thing should be bing, 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 bing. I think that should be sewing. Come on, people of God. Know when to sow on a word that's going to bless your life. And it's not in church. You don't have to get out your robe, run to the altar. You don't have to let people see how much you're putting down or that you're not putting on. 99 cents. Sow it. When a word comes that can impact your life, you want it to infect, you want it to impact, you want it to manifest, you want it to run before you. Mom, maybe I got to teach on what sowing really does. That's why the money demons show up. And you're worrying about money and somebody trying to get your money all the time, and you never have money because those are money demons after you, and they start messing with your mind. It's not yours. Give it and watch what he does for you. So we're talking about the 3 levels of access to your mind. Not every person, task, or thought deserves equal access. You must categorize them. Somebody say level 1. Come on, it's time to sit. Ebony, come on, sit. You sit with me last time. Come on, level 1. Thank you, Demisha. Damekia. Come on, level 1. Core access. People and priorities that keep your life aligned. Number 1. If you can learn this from me tonight, this level is for the people and priorities that keeps your life aligned. No matter how good they are to you, no matter how long you've known them, no matter how close in the family they are to you, it does not qualify them for level 1. Level 1 people are the people and the priorities that keeps my life aligned. The disciples came rushing to Jesus. He was at, I like to say, he was at a revival. He was getting ready to go out at the revival. And I picture him in the back room, and he's getting ready to go out and speak, and he's just spending a few minutes talking to the leaders and such. And the disciples come rushing in, excited to do a good job and bring some information to their leader. And they say to him, your family's out there, Jesus. Your family is out there. One, thinking Jesus was going to be ecstatic or overexcited or feel overcome with emotion because they finally showed up for him. And 2, they could have thought that, where do you want them seated at? Do I put them in the VIP section? Do they sit on the pulpit with you? We know they didn't have those. Do they sit on the side of the pulpit in the choir stand? Where do we put your family, Jesus? Jesus answered that question so simply. He didn't go into it, well, say it this way or tell them this way. Obviously they're late if the church is already full and they just getting here. He said, my family are the ones that are in here. My family are the ones that does the work of the Lord. My family? He was teaching us then that blood may make us blood related, but it doesn't put them in a category of first level in your life. They're not that spit row. Core access. It's people and priorities. So write that down. Level 1, people and priorities. People can be in that level, but also the priorities, the things that you make a priority. Someone asked me today in session, well, how do I know how to prioritize all of this? This is where we are tonight. You start with the things that are a priority and the things that keep your life aligned. And these include God first, Selah, your calling, mental and spiritual health, including people that support your calling, people that support your mental and spiritual health. Remember, this is about people and priorities. Your children and essential relationships. In New England here, we have days where the roads are terrible from the storm. And they'll say the governor is asking everyone to stay off the roads as much as possible. If you're working a store or there's other people in the office that can process and answer the phones, I'd like you to have that staff stay home. I need only the essential people out on the road today. That's your core people, the essential people, essential relationships. Anything involving your personal growth, and anyone who is a part of your personal growth and what God told you to build. That's right, KB. He sold to priorities. These are the people and priorities: God, your calling, mental, spiritual health, your children and essential relationships, your personal growth, and what God told you to build. Yes, that's right, Mike Tate. These must be protected with intensity. When core access is insecure, when core access is secure, focus then thrives. I've said a lot right there. This is almost like a conversation we wished our parents had with us. They may have said, don't hang with that person. They're not good. I don't like that guy for you. That girl right there, that's not future. That's not wife material. And that's all wonderful. But I wish, in addition to, it was these type of conversations. Let me teach you, son. Let me teach you, daughter, about the 3 levels in your life of relationships. The 3 levels that you should only allow access to your mind. This is skills for life. Yes, and they must be protected with intensity. Because when core access is insecure, because that's how I had originally written it, when core access is insecure, your focus dies. But now we're back in the book, when your core access is secure, focus thrives. So who are those people? Well, it's pretty clear who God is, right? Your calling. What is your calling? What is your calling? And what are the priorities to your calling? Because you don't need to be on call like people calling you, making appointments with you 24/7. That's not how a calling works. The calling that first needs to be accepted is a life of salvation. And the second one is a life of prayer. So your calling is, whenever he wakes me up at any hour, I am in the presence of the Lord. Level 2 is conditional access. Conditional access. People, again, or tasks that matter, but not at any time in any way. These require scheduled access, clear expectations, limits, and consequences. Who are the people and tasks in your life that are conditional? They get conditional access. You don't get to roll up anytime you want. That's just not how it is. And sometimes, if you're in relationship, your spouse, you have to also respect them too, with a lot of things that go on in the house and the access that you have, that you give people. That's a big deal as well. The conditional access, level 2, these are not emergencies. A lot of us need to learn that, because everyone in our life is an emergency. These are not emergencies. These are appointments. When conditional access stays in place, balance thrives. So we went from focus thriving to balance thriving. When you're out of balance, check your level 2 conditional access. Somewhere you're giving off too much. Thank you. Let freedom ring. Level 2. These are not emergencies. They are appointments. Because conditional access has to stay in place so that your balance can thrive. And then level 3, that's the restricted access. People, environments, or habits that actually drain you. Wow. I didn't want to put that in there, but it was true through the research. That actually drain you. So there is an access level to drains. That makes no sense, right? Let's dig in. People, environments, or habits that drain you. You do not owe them immediate response. You do not owe them emotional labor. You do not owe them energy, and you do not owe them explanation. Time to drink. Wow. So this is the mezzanine. This is the balcony section. They're there. They're useful. You care about them to a degree of importance, but they don't require an immediate response. And this level probably will be more demanding to you than the first level. Watch that. That's right, Keisha. These are the things that are going to steal from you. And you might be surprised who is actually in level 3 that you have allocated to level 1 because of proximity with the blood. Yeah, Ebony. Yes. Let that sit in for a minute. With proximity to the blood. So I'm going to go there. Y'all can't. I know you can't, but I can. So I'm going to go there. Some folks' mothers. They are completely in your life, all in your business, all in your marriage. If they're not living in your house, they're living upstairs or downstairs from you, or they have access to come over anytime they want. Possibly no respect for your spouse. Always needing something from you and always making you feel like you owe them. I have to take care of them when they retire, and that's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but you know what type I'm talking about. I have to do this for them. I have to make sure that this is done for them. You know, God, I think I might get myself in trouble, so maybe I'll be quiet. Maybe I'll be quiet and won't say this part right here. Maybe I'll just be quiet and won't say this next part. But just because someone's connected by the blood in your family line doesn't automatically put them in level 1. I'm very clear on what I noted for you as level 1. People and priorities that keep your life aligned. These are the aligned people. I love you, Ma. I would give my life to save you if anything happened to you, but I cannot give you 24/7 access to me. I don't want to hear every time you have a need and I tell you I can't, you tell me all the things you've done for me, or you make me feel like none of the other siblings do anything for you and it is solely my responsibility and duty to do for you. So you're in level 1 and I'm frustrated in level 1 because I'm dealing with things at level 1 that should not even have that access to me. Well, well, well. Shall we move on? Restricted access creates mental peace. Peace creates capacity. Peace creates capacity. This is good. Do y'all feel like this is good? This is good. You can take this to the bank. This is coaching. This is shifting, transforming, altering your life. If you start working this year and slowly recategorize, you'll be so surprised on what really was sucking the life out of you. Good. I see y'all notes in the chat. Good. So let's talk about, in our trying to sum this up for the night, the 4 focus boundaries that you have to build. The 4 focus boundaries that you have to build. And you must build these because they protect your focus. And in order to protect your focus, you must guard these 4 gates. Thank you, Lorraine. You must guard these 4 gates. You ready? Come on, if you're ready, type ready in the chat for me. Come on, 3 levels to relationship. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Kamisha. All right, Leah Shaw. Why you must have these gatekeepers in place? One is a time boundary. Time is a gatekeeper. Time gives a boundary. When are you available? When are you unavailable? Even to yourself. Thank you. I can't see the first name, but Shantae, thank you. All right, pretty eyes. Let's go. Come on, Cola is sewing. Thank you, Robbie Williams. Come on. Time boundaries. When are you available and when are you unavailable, even to yourself? Number 2, emotional boundaries. Who gets to influence your feelings today? Let me sit back for a minute. Let that process from the crown of your head throughout your being, through the soles of your feet. Who gets to influence your feelings today? Who gets to drain you? Who gets to drain you? Number 3, mental boundaries. What thoughts get to stay? Which ones get evicted? And the last one, number 4, access boundaries. Who has the right to interrupt your focus? Notifications, crisis-minded people, past obligations. Thank you. What does it say? Ma Young? Miss Young? Thank you, Miss Young. Thank you very much. Who has the right to interrupt your focus? Is it notifications or is it those crisis-minded people? People who always has an emergency and for some reason their emergency becomes your emergency. It's weird when you're in ministry. There will be people who, leave your life. They walk out when it's what I want to say, when it's great for them. They'll make changes, they'll drop things, they'll break promises to you, and they'll go out. And then they'll come back in often, sometimes years later, and they want immediate access to you. They're like, hey, you said you were going to call me back. Okay, I haven't heard from you in 3 years. I'm sorry if I'm a little busy, and I've got some other priorities right now. Hey, I've been trying to reach you all day. I haven't heard from you in 5 years. I'm sorry if this is a bother to you, but I've got other things in my life right now. People are something else. Crisis-minded people. Your emergency isn't my emergency. And then past obligations. So here's a hard truth I want to drop tonight. It's in the book. Many of the emergencies disrupting your focus are simply other people's poor planning. Now, how many know that's true? Come on. Most of these emergencies disrupting our focus are simply other people's poor planning. You cannot build a future while constantly babysitting someone else's past. Thank you, Father. I receive that word. Glory be to God in the highest. Anybody touch and agree with me on that word right there? I receive that word right now. You cannot, Suzanne, you cannot build a future while constantly babysitting someone else's past. Let's talk about access. Let's talk about the spiritual side of access. Every time you say yes to what God did not command, you say no to what he entrusted you to steward. Ooh, I need a drink. Every time. That's right, Ab. Sip with me. Come on, Rosa. Come on, I see somebody under Rosa. I missed it. It went so fast. That's right. Tate said facts. Think about that, people of God. Let's stop making excuses. The excuses are eliminated. They're eliminated. And you know why they're eliminated? because you know they're garbage. It all comes down to this: poor planning, even on our part. I heard the Lord say to me the other day, I was late for something. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't want to go. I really didn't want to go, but I had to go. I had to do the adult thing and I had to go. And usually, when you don't want to do things, you kind of do them half-heartedly, maybe a little late, or you have the attitude like, well, they lucky I'm even showing up because I don't want to be here anyway. Come on, y'all know how we do, right? That humanity. And I heard, I was like, well, I did lose my car keys, so I did have a real excuse. And I heard the Lord said, whose excuse is that? And he was like, your excuse was poor planning. Your excuse was not losing the keys. Your excuse was poor planning. And he gave me an immediate excuse on how people say, but they really were sick. I really did have car trouble. I really had this issue. And those are the excuse of why something happened. But the reason for it all usually is poor planning. There's no more excuses. Poor planning. And I'm talking about on our behalf. So every time we say yes to someone or something that God did not command us to do, you are actually saying no to what he entrusted you to steward. I'm not saying no, Apostle, but I gave my word over here. I'm not saying no, but I can't because I gave this. You get me? Every time you say yes, let me take the yes out. Every time you commit to doing something that God did not command you to do, you're saying no to what he did. Mic drop, super sticker. There you go, Will Davis. See, he's learning. He's learning that. Come on, that sowing and reaping is in motion for him in the name of Jesus. That's the word that he sowed into his life. God is entrusting us to steward. Focus is spiritual warfare. Focus is spiritual warfare. Can't you tell? Psychological warfare, mind trafficking, hijacking spirits. Focus is spiritual warfare because distractions delay destiny. And the opposite sex can be a distraction. Your lust can be a distraction. Your hard-headedness can be a distraction. Your lack of trusting others, which comes from the root of you not trusting yourself, can be a distraction. Distractions delay destiny. Distractions dilutes identity. Distractions destroys discipline, and distraction diminishes obedience. I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the mezzanine. Distraction delays destiny. What are your distractions? So that you can change the word distraction out and put what it really is. Call it spade a spade. This delays destiny. This distraction dilutes identity. This distraction destroys discipline. This distraction diminishes my obedience. The enemy will not always attack your anointing, Christian believers. Sometimes he only needs to attack your calendar. Time to drink. Drink and give you 99 cents. This 99 cent Saturday. Woo! Pressed down, shaking together, and running over. Thank you, Maria Cameron. The enemy will not always attack your anointing. Sometimes he only needs to attack your calendar. Boundaries. How many of us have them? Boundaries. Very good. Very good, Kamisha. Even, as much as we love our grandkids. I love you, my children. I love you, my grandchildren. But Monday through Saturday, I'll do whatever I can to help you. Sunday's my church day. Sunday's my ministry day. Sunday is the day that I'm ushering. Sunday is the day I'm doing the welcome. Sunday is my day where I give back to the Lord's local outpost for all that he has done in my life and yours, and you don't even know it. So Monday through Saturday, I will do everything I can for my kids and my grandkids. But Sunday, don't mess around. Don't mess around. Stop being played. Do you even notice that sometimes, and this was so big in my life, and it was such a big, hard place for me to put a boundary in. If it wasn't Saturday night, Sunday morning, everything came at me that needed me, and it was from all people and places that have my heart. Watch that. When you make up your mind and you say yes to the Lord, watch Saturday night and Sunday morning. They want to give you free drinks, free dinner. They want you to hang out with them. They'll start an argument with you in the morning. They'll need a ride in the morning. They need a babysitter in the morning. I know they sick. I understand it, and I love you. But you also know that my Sunday is my Sunday. And if I don't go to church and have him deal with my mental, I'm going to be psycho sick. And you don't want me psycho sick, do you? So find someone else to watch the kids so I can go and pursue my calling. Or you can save yourself from saying all that and just say, N-O, I love you. I've given my life to y'all. I gave you 60 years, 40 years. I've given you 20 years. I don't know how many days I have left, and I am focused on my calling. I have been delayed. It has been diluted. Some things have been destroyed, and many things have been diminished. But I'm coming back to myself. Like my mother used to tell me, y'all had them kids. I ain't had them kids. You're not selfish for protecting yourself. Good place to land. You are not selfish for protecting yourself. People who benefit from your lack of boundaries, who am I talking to tonight? People who benefit from your lack of boundaries will complain when you set them. Trust me, they might even cut you off, call you a name. If there's some things they used to do for you, they'll either stop doing them or do them a little shady and shifty because they're trying to get your attention. That change that you're trying to make for you ain't working for me. So if this change that you're trying to make for you doesn't benefit me, I'm going to start reneging on the promises and the obligations of things I used to do for you. Let them. And ask God to help you find a suitable people or things to replace this transition in your life. People who benefit from your lack of boundaries will complain when you set them. Let them talk. Your peace is not up for negotiation. This is a powerful night tonight. I don't know if y'all getting this or not, but this is a powerful night tonight. My peace is not up for negotiation. Your clarity is not a community project. And your mind is not public property. Boundaries. Boundaries are self-respect. Boundaries are stewardship. Boundaries are focus. That's right, Mike Tate. I see you. The fence that frees you is because you are now entering a season where, y'all with me? Y'all with me? Are you going to sow to this either in prayer, in praise, or offering? Are we going to sow into this right here? Because I decree and declare that you are entering a season, come on, it's written in the book, where distractions will no longer be comfortable to you, where chaos will no longer be familiar to you. People pleasing will no longer be tolerated, and last minute demands will no longer be acceptable by you, and emergency access passes have been revoked. Come on, lift your hands and give them glory. That's right, Keisha. Come on, that's right, Anna. So, right there. So. Doesn't matter what you sow. So, just sow. Give to that word right there. Decreed and declared, covered in the blood of the Lamb, and the anointing to break every yoke, even the one on yourself. That's right, let freedom ring. We've got to break this yoke. I might need to start praying this every night because God has called you to build something that requires your best attention and your strongest focus. Your boundaries will not limit who you are. They will reveal who you truly are. You are not hiding. You are protecting the construction site of your future. Woo! Remember that live I did, Ebony, under construction at Goodwin College? Come on. Yes, yes, Lord. You are protecting the construction site of your future. And the more selective you become with access, come on, Diana, come on, Kamisha, come on, Candy, the more unstoppable your focus will be. My time is up tonight. Please don't rush out of your seat. Be kind to someone. Hold the door for someone. Don't get all gathered and scattered in the parking lot. Ain't it nice that y'all in the best seat in the house and don't have to go through any of that? Your homework, your soul work is your chapter 7 reflection exercises. Who has access to your mind? List the top 5 people or responsibilities or environments that are currently demanding your attention. Then the second portion says, now categorize them. What access will they get? Core, conditional, or restricted? And when you write that out, check yourself and ask, what surprised me the most about my list? And then you're going to do this exercise, the yes that needs a no. What are you currently saying yes to that's costing your clarity? What makes you feel obligated to say yes? And what will saying no give back to you? Third exercise, emotional drain accounting. You're going to check all emotional drains present this week. So if you can, make a screenshot from your phone or your iPad or print this out. Make a screenshot and you can print it every day of the week, put it on your desk, your workspace, and every day actually answer this and check off all emotional drains present in each day for me. I want you to do that for 5 days. Exercise 4 is your boundary scripts. At this time, I am prioritizing what God has placed in front of me. I am not available for blank, but I wish you well. Probably say that a little nicer. That's a little apostolic. And number 5, do not disturb zones. Identify times that must become protected for your mind and your calling to thrive. Time of day, Monday. Protecting for what? Prayer, writing, planning. What are you going to enforce it with? We'll go back over that section tomorrow because this one is a lot of work in this one because we're getting deeper now. You might want to roll your pants up because the water's now above your ankles. We're in calf deep right now. So do what you can from chapter 7, reflection exercises. You can do it tonight. You don't need a date. You need a date with your destiny. You need to get this work done. Try to get all the way up at least to chapter reflection exercise 5 for me, will you? Thank you to everyone who has sowed tonight. Thank you for your kindness, your obedience, your steadfast love. Just continue to pray for us as we continue to do this work. We've just tilt over from a full week 1 into day 1 of week 2. So continue to pray for us. I'll see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Again, if you are a subscribed member on YouTube, give us a couple minutes or just come right over there and then give us a couple minutes. You can sign in, go get some water, go to the restroom, whatever you might need to do, and come sit down and we'll have a little Q&A and maybe pray, prophesy, whatever the Lord leads us to do in that members meeting on YouTube. Okay? God bless you. I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. God bless you and good night.